Okay, could you just say your name and age and where you're from?
Alright, my name is Suhaib Mumtaz. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Piedmont, California.
And why did you sign up for Design the Future?
Well, I thought it was a great way to apply my knowledge and my skills to something that's actually going to help a real person,
Yeah, totally. So what problem are you working on?
So our partner's name is Sean, and he's a mountain biker, but he's quadriplegic, so he can't use anything from the waist down, which means he can't regulate his body temperature, so he can't sweat, right? So right now, what he's currently doing is, while he's biking, he has to pull over every 15-20 minutes and spray himself with a spray bottle. So our task was to create something that he wouldn't have to stop, something he could just use while he's biking.
And so what did you guys create?
So it's kind of like his spray bottle that he uses now, but it's mounted behind his seat, and there's a tube that goes all the way across, under, and around up to the handles, and then there's a spray nozzle right there, and it's just a little easy switch that just sprays it out.
Cool. And so what's been the most challenging thing throughout the process?
The most challenging thing, well, okay, so we used a lot of CAD because we had to make these clips to clip to the bike frame, which I guess wasn't really that challenging because we have a CAD guy who knows how to do all this stuff in our team. But the challenging part was there was one feature that our project partner requested. He wanted it to be easy for the bottle to disconnect from the rest of the tube system because it's kind of permanent, right? Which it kind of is, but we tried to use brass coupling, but it didn't really work out because it was leaking. And we didn't have any way. We could have used Teflon tape, but it would have made it harder to unscrew, so it wouldn't have been much of a difference. So right now it's just like a regular pipe that you just pull apart and squeeze back together, which isn't ideal, but it was hard to get that to work. Yeah.
Right. And so what was the best, or has been the best thing about the program?
The best thing about the program as a whole?
Yeah.
Well, I think the best thing is my coach is cool, Jonathan. He's really nice. And the activities we do, it's all in order, taking you through the design process, and building has been the most fun part. So yeah, building, prototype testing.
Cool. So how would you, now knowing what you know, how would you describe design thinking to someone else?
Design thinking, I guess it's a way of analyzing and then coming up with ideas that maybe don't work fully, but then eventually using all the experience from different prototypes, you can reach an even better solution. And then the other part I would add to that is, it's a lot of people think when you finish the product, it's finished forever, right? But the one thing that I learned from this program is that everything is a prototype. You can always go back to the design process, start from empathize, work your way down, and then prototype and test the prototype you have now. And just keep doing that. It doesn't have to end. Mm-hmm. You know?
Right. And so final question is, how does this camp compare to other camps you've been to or school classes?
So I did a camp at Berkeley a year ago. It was kind of similar to this, but it was more business oriented, so slightly different. But that one was more in theory type stuff. This camp is actually real. We have a real deadline, and it's a real project, real tools that we're using. And I think that has made it a lot easier to learn all this stuff, because when you're actually doing something, right, it sticks in your brain more, and also it's just a lot more fun because it's not like I'm just doing something arbitrarily. This is real. And it gives me a real understanding of what it's like to be in the workforce, having a job where you're a designer. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.